Hello and welcome. I'm Richard, and this is the Art of Arbitrage. Today, on the channel, we're looking at the proposed takeover of Copperleaf Technologies by Industrial and Financial Systems. I hope you find the content useful, and if you do, I would be awfully grateful if you would drop a like and subscribe. It would really help me with the algorithm and building the channel. Today is Monday the 5th of August, and as I perform these calculations and record this video, the global stock markets are crashing. The Japanese Nikkei index has fallen by 12.4%, and the London Exchange has just opened down 3%. In the midst of this turbulence, we see that arbitrage trades, as part of a balanced portfolio, can help to lock in returns and mitigate downside risk when done correctly. So, let's get to it. Copperleaf Technologies is a Canadian company which provides an AI-powered analytics engine to aid in enterprise decisions. Founded in Vancouver in 2000, the company has grown rapidly and was listed on the Toronto Stock Exchange in 2021. Revenues have grown to almost $60 million. However, the company is still loss-making, with a $26 million loss recorded in 2023. These continued losses have hammered the share price, which has fallen from a high of $26 in 2021 to just $7 before this proposed takeover was announced. Industrial and Financial Systems is a Swedish company which is a global leader in enterprise software for field service management, with strong positions within enterprise asset management and enterprise service management. Industrial and Financial Systems is a private company which has been owned by the Swedish private equity giant EQT since 2015, and has revenues of 3.7 billion krona, approximately $350 million. In May of this year, Industrial and Financial Systems made a takeover approach for Copperleaf of $12 per share in cash, an 18% premium to the closing price of the shares on June 10, 2024, and a 66% premium to the 90-day volume weighted average trading price as at that date. Last Friday, the 2nd of August, at a special meeting of Copperleaf shareholders, 98.74% of the company's owners voted in favor of the takeover by Industrial and Financial Systems. Given this shareholder approval and no known regulatory concerns, it seems highly probable that this deal will close. So, let's take a look at the numbers. Industrial and Financial Systems is proposing an all-cash transaction of $12 per share. This compares to a market price of $7 before the takeover was announced and $11.92 at the time of these calculations. When we consider the opportunity for an investor in this deal, we see a purchase price of $11.92, a forecast closing date in December, an expected downside price of $7 per share, and no dividend due to Copperleaf, nor any costs associated with a short position. This means, should an investor take a long position in Copperleaf today, they can expect an unleveraged return of 0.67%, which translates to an annual rate of return of 1.8%, and given the high probability of this deal closing, a risk-adjusted return of 1.69%. So we can see, because the deal has such a high probability of closing, the share price is trading very close to the takeover price, reducing any potential return available to the investor. However, let's now consider what return would have been available to an investor should they have been quick to react to the news when the deal was first announced. If we assume an investor took a long position in Copperleaf at the time of the announcement for $9.44 per share, and we reduce the probability of the deal closing at that time to 75%, we can see an investor would have an expected return of 27.12%, or an annualized return of 50.25%, with a risk-adjusted return of 25.71%. Should such an investor have applied 50% leverage to their position, they could have expected a return of 51.54%, or an annualized 95.49%, for a risk-adjusted return of 47.67%. This is the joy of arbitrage, the ability to make outsized risk-adjusted returns irrespective of what the wider market conditions are, but only if the investor backs the right deal. What do you guys think of this takeover? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and follow if you found this video useful. Be aware that all the figures mentioned are at the date of my calculations and will change in line with the share price of the company, any change to the takeover price, and the duration to close. As always, this information is provided for educational purposes only. You should not consider anything in this video to be investment or financial advice, nor a recommendation or endorsement to buy or sell any financial instrument. You should always conduct your own research before considering any investment and seek independent financial advice. Thank you, and until next time, enjoy life.